Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today I'm going to be talking to you guys with what is going on with the next console update for Ark Survival Evolved. Now if you guys didn't know, an update for the Xbox has just gone live and I'm going to be giving you all the news you need to know about it in today's video. Also, the PS4 has had most of the stuff that came out of the Xbox update, but anything that I read through on the Xbox patch notes that isn't out on the PS4 will come out very, very soon. They're trying to release updates around about the same time, as it all just depends, as you guys know, on Microsoft and Sony. If you do get all the information you need to know about today's update, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're getting so close now to our 70,000 target. I did set it for the end of the year and there's still a big chance we could hit it. We're only about 1,000 away now. It would be amazing. So if you could show some support, that would mean so much to me. Also, if you never want to miss out on an upload as well, make sure to turn on notifications, which is the little bell next to the subscribe button. But apart from that, let's get on with today's video. So we are on the Xbox patch notes, but just to let you guys know, if you are wondering about the update, it is saying that the update, Xbox is starting to have the update. It's going to be around about 6.3 gigabytes to the base game and a 1.4 gigabyte update for Aberration. So that's what's going down with the Xbox update that has just gone live. So I'm going to be going through everything that has been released, everything that is going to be released, and if you have any questions further on from this, you can ask me in the comment section down below. Also, to let you know, console will be getting the Ragnarok update after the new year. For those wondering, we'll keep you posted when they actually know an actual date and when they can get it out and everything like that. So you'll know about Ragnarok very soon. We're going to be starting off with the patch notes for the new update version 768.5 and then talk about an update that's going to be coming out very soon. So with this, it was Aberrant Dinos set to be downloadable on non-Aberration servers. Just letting you guys know there's quite a lot to read through. So if you want to like sit down, enjoy the video, it might take a while, and then so you know everything that has come out of the update. Anyway. So also fixed for Aberration player dedicated servers not saving. Added the Basilisk saddle to the Smithy type crafting stations where it's meant to be. Fixed some Lantern pet inventories mistakenly being flagged as the Tribute inventories. Fixed server language crash. Reduced cave wolf damage by approximately 40%. Increased wild basilisk HP by 50%, which is pretty crazy. Which I definitely think will happen, because when they come at you, that's just so overpowered and it's mental. So definitely by 50% is pretty cool. Increased wild Reaper King damages by 300%. That is huge. Made Aqua Shroom properly restore water stat. Added Nameless to certain areas of the Biolum chamber where they were missing. Removed piranhas from starting in the starting area pool. Fixed case where Aberration end boss sometimes wouldn't appear on clients. Also fixed similar issue with Ragnarok end bosses. Fixed for Sarko spawning in beginner portal pool, which I've seen so many times. Wild non-alpha Reaper Kings no longer grant XP. Platform switch collision is improved to allow you to easily direct climb onto it with a ladder attached to the elevator track. Wood elevator platform weight increased limit increased. Wood elevator can now be lifted while falling to stop it, and you can now repeatedly click the lift command without having to reopen the action wheel. And post-processing error fix, and fixed a crash where looking at the turrets set to survivors and mounted players. So that was everything with version 768.5, which is pretty awesome. And now this is the one that is actually going to be coming our way, as well as something below here. And I'll be reading through a lot of this stuff because these are some of the updates that are just going live as well. So this is version 768.6, which I think I'll read first, because then there's version 768.7. So on Ark is fixed the Megalana not dropping their toxin. Fixed an issue which prevented some creatures from receiving 100% imprint with their new 8-hour timer. Bear traps now take 12 seconds, the large ones, and 10 seconds for the small ones to activate. Fix multiple building cases where structures would not be placed. This could be cables or wires. Fix the bug which would cause the Giga to rage easier than desired. Fix the bug which would allow you to get under the map. So that this is something they've had to be fixing for a while, because there's been so many times you can get under the map on Ark, and people used to use it as if you are a big Ark player and you play on officials and whatever you do, maybe on a dedicated server, you'll know that a lot of people have done getting under the map things for a while. Ragnarok, this is an update coming to that, which is a little smaller update, not the big map change, but there is a small update coming to it. So reduce the Griffin's base HP by 30%, reduced the Griffin's HP gained per level in the wild by 25%, reduce the Griffin's HP gained per level when it's tamed by 22%, and reduce the Griffin's base stamina by 10%, reduce the Griffin's diving swipe damage by 50%, and reduce the Griffin's dive bomb damage by 25%, which this had to happen. Everyone knows the Griffin is way too OP on Ark, and you know, it needed to happen. And finally, it has been nerfed. I didn't want them to nerf it too much, but the swipe damage has been decreased by 50%, so you're going to notice a massive change in that. When I used to play on an official server, I bought a character over, there was people like just trolling on the beach with their Griffins, and they would swipe down on new players 50% extra than it would be now, and it was just absolute damage. So an aberration update, there's a lot in this one here, so I'm going to be talking about it as fast as I can for you guys, but then I don't want to talk about it too fast and then you don't know what's coming. And as I said, you can pause the video at any time if you want to read anything through again. Don't you know, you could go backwards and pause the video, whatever, if you think you've missed anything out, and read it back too. So aberration doubled the number of supply crates per zone and made them last twice as long. Fix the case where the glide suit would cause you to float up against gravity. Fix the case where charge batteries were not correctly drained in electrical structures. Fixed an unintended gem which would have allowed different color gems to be placed in place of other crafting. Fix the case where the camera view would flip when using climbing picks. Prevented fertilized eggs from being transferred to servers not using the allowed dino setting. Tech bed no longer clears the Reaper offspring buff. Fix the bug which would cause supply crates to drop plant species Z seed blueprints. Mole rat saddle no longer loses durability when hitting foliage, and reduced over time durability loss whilst rolling by 50%, so that's a huge change. Fixed multiple cases of invisibility for the Rock Drake and the Basilisk, because I have actually seen people complaining about this on Twitter. Fix the case where character would be stuck in the floating state when uploading dinos. Fix multiple cases where Ravagers could get through the map. Fix rugs from not being freeform painted or painted when placed on foundation. Sorry about that. Fix the bug which allowed climbing dinos to move when encumbered, which is definitely needed. Fix the wood decal from plant Z. Reaper Queen now has a particle indicator when ready to choose a host for its offspring below the health threshold. Fix the case when climbing with the Rock Drake would rotate your vision. Wild plant species Z now heals and revitalizes players and their dinos when active when they're nearby, and reduce this interval to generate seeds. Flying fast with glider should now be less rubber bandy, which is good, because I have actually noticed that as well. You know, which is always going to happen at the start when there's a massive new glider in the game, and it's going to take a lot. You know, it's going to take a long time for the map to render in. And obviously, if you're on the Xbox One, that's going to happen more rather than the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. But yeah, so that they've fixed that a lot. It's still going to happen, but it should be less. Updated localizations to include aberration. Fixed metal cliff platform using stone structure damage settings requires the server update. Fixed cliff platforms having a 12-hour decay time now is 12 days for stone, 16 days for metal, and which requires a server update if you do have one. Fixed zipline crash, made wild plant species Z only heal, not replenish vitals, and only if not recently damaged, not handcuffed, and not a baby dino. Fixed climbing Rock Drake not being able to damage targets, and also fixed the case where the cave wolf would get stuck in zip lines. So big stuff going on there. As I said, if you missed anything, you can always go back. You can pause the video just so you can have a read through right now. But there's one final bit, which is version 768.7, which I think the PS4 has actually had. So if there's anything the PS4 hasn't had, that will come soon. But I know there has been a few updates come out for the PS4 which should have most of this stuff. So fixed tame Rock Drake not being able to attack enemies properly. Fixed an issue with Ravagers becoming stuck when dismounted on zip lines. Fixed an issue where upon relogging, Ravagers would stand on zip lines incorrectly. Fixed a bug where climber dinos would not climb while bowlered. Fixed a bug where Rock Drakes could climb while encumbered. Fixed a bug where Rock Drakes had no forward velocity when jumping. Fixed an exploit where enemy players could be pulled inside a tech shield. Make sure to let me know if any of you have had that one. I've never really heard about that much, because on officials, I don't really get towards tech that much. Usually it is only the metal. Increased charge battery duration in electrical structures by 33%. Fixed the bug where the roll rat had a weight reduction on stone instead of wood and / fungal wood. Increased aquatic mushroom time reduction of Bioloom poison. Debuff from 1 second to 5 seconds. Fixed a bug where weapon attachments wouldn't turn on. Nameless now despawn in the fertile biome once they bury underground, preventing instances where they would be drawn upon from the Bioloom to the fertile area. And finally, with this update, further prevented fertilized eggs from being transferred to servers not using the allow foreign dino setting when the egg is in the player inventory. So that is that. Again, if you want to pause it and read through, you can do. That's all the stuff right now you need to know with the Xbox update that has just gone live. As I said, if we go to the PS4 patch notes, they have had most of the stuff which I did talk about, which is the current version 5.18.5. So don't worry about that if you're on PS4 and you're wondering you're missing out on any updates. That will come very soon if there's anything being missed or any bugs. And make sure if you do find any bugs that come along and you hear about them, send it over to the guys at Wildcard on Twitter. Send it over with a support ticket on. You can come onto the community forums and send a support, just anything like that. You can send a ticket and they'll, if it becomes well known and you get a few guys, a lot of people have been having this problem, then it will get fixed. So if there are any problems, send it to them and they'll get fixed, because I know a lot of people complain about problems and then don't send them, and then they never get fixed, which, to be honest, obviously they shouldn't be there in the first place, which isn't your fault. But the only way Wildcard can fix them if they know about them, and so make sure to send anything if you get any problems coming along. So what I said a little bit earlier, again, which if you're wondering about Ragnarok, obviously the Griffin nerf is coming and has already come. But console will be getting the RAG update after the new year, for those wondering. So hopefully we should see that soon. I've stopped playing Ragnarok a little bit recently due to Aberration. The series will be coming, guys. I'm really sorry on the week delay on the series. That is awful. I've just been having a lot of problems with Aberration recently, and I was just waiting for a few updates to come through so I can start the series properly. Because I think starting a series on by episode 1 with all these problems is just not good enough. But anyway, I will be ending today's video. As I said, if you have any big questions that you want to ask me, you can do in the comments section down below. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. I'm sorry if I miss out any. I know sometimes I see people say, oh, Dom, you missed my other comment. Can you please answer it? And I will do that if you guys let me know if I've missed out on a big comment. I try to look through as many as possible, but as you guys know, there are hundreds, and I will try and go through as much as I can. Just depends on how many there is. But anyway, I'm going to be ending today's video. If you want to drop a like and subscribe and help me get to that 70,000 by the end of the year, that would be amazing. We're nearly there now, only about 10 days away, and the support on the channel has been unreal on the growth. And if you never want to miss an upload, as I said, turn on notifications, which is the little bell next to the subscribe button, which would be absolutely amazing. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links will be in the description down below if you want to find out about any news beyond the videos. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Massive support recently, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys later.